Normally, the peacock butterfly has one brood in the UK. Typically, the adult female would lay its eggs in May, then the caterpillars would develop through June. The pupa would form during June-July, and then the adult butterfly would emerge late July and August. Once it had fed, it would then look to overwinter, such as in sheds and garages, to wake up the following year in the springtime. Then the process would begin again. In hot summers, though, there is always the possibility of a second brood. The butterflies that emerge in July and August time, rather than overwintering, they would continue to breed and lay eggs. This was the case this year when we discovered peacock caterpillars on the 24th of September on stinging nettles on a roadside on the outskirts of Northampton. It was suggested by my Butterfly Conservation Committee that I take a sample of these caterpillars and raise them in a cage to discover what their behaviour would be. Would they turn to pupa, then remain in this state until the following spring? Or would they go through the whole life cycle and emerge as butterflies later this autumn-winter? I transferred 5 caterpillars to a butterfly net cage, along with a stinging nettle plant, the larval food plant for the peacock butterfly. It wasn't long until the caterpillars, one by one, turned to pupa, the chrysalis, the first being on the 5th of October. It was interesting to see that this process involves the head of the caterpillar falling off. Only one of the caterpillars failed to turn to pupa, shown here hanging from the plant on October the 17th. 3 of the pupa were of the brown form and one was the yellow form, shown lying in the leaves. It seemed that they would stay in this state all winter, and the cage was transferred indoors to a cold utility room. Then on the 6th of November, I was amazed to see a butterfly sitting there by its pupa case that it had emerged from. It was from the first formed pupa. The second one emerged on the 8th of November, followed by the one hanging from the plant on the 9th of November. Most of the time they just stayed there. Some rotten apples were placed in the cage, but I'm not aware they fed on it at all. The 12th of November was an unusually sunny day, and so it felt the ideal opportunity to release the 3 butterflies outside. Once the cage was turned to the sun, they began to fly off down the road. The final butterfly emerged from pupa on the 15th of November and was encouraged to fly off on a sunny day on the 18th of November. It spent a while on nasturtium and wallflowers before eventually flying off. Where they went and what they did next remains a mystery. Let's hope they found a place to overwinter and emerge next spring.